Hey everybody, welcome to Hot Rod's Recipes. Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious turkey sloppy joe sandwiches. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is get your skillet or Dutch oven, small pan, anything large enough to hold about a pound of ground turkey, as well as 20 plus ounces of pasta sauce and some chopped peppers. So once the skillet is hot, you're going to want to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. Let that heat up a little bit. Now once it looks like the olive oil is heated up, you're going to want to add the ground turkey. You're going to want to break up the ground turkey as it cooks in the olive oil to ensure that it gets nice and crumbly and all the parts get cooked. Give it a good stir here because it looks like it's browning nicely on the bottom, but you want to flip it over and crumble as you go along. Ideally, well, not ideally, but you want to get rid of the pink for obvious reasons. We don't want anybody getting food poisoning. Give this another go. It'll only be a few more minutes, and it should be ready for the other ingredients we're going to add to this delicious sloppy joe recipe. Sure beats the homemade canned stuff Mom used to make growing up, doesn't it? Okay, looking good here. I switched to a spoon here instead of the spatula because we'll be adding the pasta sauce and the roasted red bell peppers here shortly, and it'll be easier to toss and mix the meat mixture with a spoon and a spatula. So in case you're wondering why I did that, no magic involved, just it's what I prefer to do. You do you. Just one more time here should be enough. Always take precautions depending on the type of skillet or saucepan or Dutch oven you're using. They can get very hot, so take whatever precautions necessary. So that's looking good. It's going to simmer for a bit, so if there's any little remaining pink, it will and should get cooked. So what I'm going to do now is turn down the flat top here to low because we're going to want it to simmer. If you're using a fatty ground turkey, you may have a little too much juice or fat in the bottom, and or if you're using ground beef, you're going to want to drain off any excess juices before you move to the next step. Okay, so let's move on. Here we're going to add our pasta sauce, marinara sauce. You can use pretty much any flavor you want. You're going to need 20 plus ounces, 22, 24, somewhere around there, give or take, or adjust the quantity to whatever you prefer. Now we're going to add some roasted red bell peppers that I've diced up. If you don't have roasted bell peppers or don't like the flavor of roasted bell peppers, just chop up some regular peppers. I do recommend frying them a little bit. You don't want hard pieces of bell pepper in your sloppy joe. So here we're going to give this a good mix so that all the turkey, pasta sauce, and red bell peppers get well combined. It already smells awesome. This time around making this, I'm using a basil marinara sauce. Or if you like things, your food with a little bit of a kick, you could actually use a spicy marinara sauce. I know around here you don't see that very often in the grocery stores, but I do know they are available. So, feel free to experiment, use your favorite flavors, and we're going to let this simmer for a few minutes. At this point, I would recommend getting your buns and cheese ready so we can assemble the sandwiches once this is done. Okay, now that we have the sloppy joe mixture simmering in the pot, it's time to get our buns ready. So split the buns open and put them on a baking sheet. You can use whatever kind of bun you prefer. You can use, hamburger buns, whole wheat buns, keto, gluten-free, hoagie, whatever you want, doesn't really matter. So next you want to put cheese on the buns. You can put as much or as little as you want. I like to use shredded just because I could control kind of like where it's going. But look, if you have sliced cheese, please go for it. And so I'm just going to be kind of generous here because, to be honest, I love a lot of cheese, and this is going to be like a cheesy goodness sandwich here in a bit. Now we're going to put it in the toaster oven until cheese is melted. Okay, so now that we have our buns toasted with melted cheese, we are going to add the sloppy joe mixture. Add as much as you want. There are no rules when it comes to sloppy joes. Hope you got a lot of napkins because this is going to be one sloppy, delicious sandwich. There we go. Yummy. And here we go. Look at this delicious sloppy joe sandwich. If you enjoyed this recipe, please hit the subscribe button and or the like button, and you can find the full recipe in the description. Thanks.